Super de-duper early today, so don't think like, what time is it right now? Does Martha know what time it is? I do. Excuse me, Mike and I are going to Austin. We're going to hang out with Tony Robbins for the next week. So we're flying out this morning, and instead of not showing up at all, I was like, let's just show up early. And also, just so you guys know, for the rest of this week, our schedule is a very early start for the rest of the days, Wednesday through Wednesday. So just so you guys know, I'm going to be very early every day, okay, for the next week. So just so you guys know, the videos will still be there. You don't have to wake up with me. No big deal. You'll still see the videos, okay? So today what we're going to talk about, you guys, is this: how to build a massively profitable business without ads. All right? This is like, this is something, it sounds really weird. Whenever you see the world that we live in, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that does not make sense. What is she even talking about? Does she know what she's talking about? Let me tell you, I do know what I'm talking about, but we're going to go ahead and get into the details of this. Okay, you guys. First things first, anybody that subscribes to the YouTube channel, comments on the YouTube videos, and shares the YouTube videos into social media while tagging myself or my business page in it, one person every week wins something. So they win something free from my swag shop. If you don't know what my swag shop is, no big deal. Just go ahead and go to withmartha.com. Up at the top, click on shop, and then you will be in the swag shop. So everybody, or one person, wins something for free every single week. We just tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, go pick something out. And that's how it goes. All right, let me go ahead and get out of here. I see you guys in the live chat. Oh my goodness. Can't believe you guys are awake with me. God bless you. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes. Go ahead and keep commenting and asking questions and that sort of thing. I'll circle around at the end to see what questions you guys have. Okay, you guys. So build a massively profitable business online without ads. Now online business without ads. First things that we need to understand here is, what do ads do? So just so you know a little bit about me on a backstory, I'm not going to talk a lot about this, but I'm an ads guru. I'm very, 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 very good at running ads, but I don't run them for my own business. I don't run them for anybody's business anymore, but I don't need them. And so whenever we started teaching families how to do what we've done ourselves, we're like, we're not going to teach them to run ads. We're not going to teach them to spend money where it's not necessary. So let's talk about why we don't even run ads. And we've got a very, very successful business, okay? So what do ads do? Essentially, what they do, you guys, is they get in front of people. They've got a sponsored tag on them. People will see them, and then they'll keep scrolling. And they will likely see them so many times that they get something called ad fatigue. And they're tired of seeing it. And you look like old news. And you look like you haven't really updated, anything. Okay? And what it ends up doing, instead of being a positive for you, is it ends up being a negative for you, because a lot of people just set it and forget it. There's that. Well, okay. What does that mean to the end consumer, the end viewer of that ad, is that they keep seeing the same thing over and over again. I've seen some ads over and over again for probably over a year now. And I'm like, when are you guys going to change that? Like, I almost want to just message them like, you're doing it wrong, you know? And you guys, at the end of the day, they're not really successful. What most people do in ads is they go straight for the jugular. And what that actually means is that they try to sell something on the very first interaction with somebody. So they'll get in front of you and then they'll be like, buy my stuff. And you're like, no. And it's like a billboard that you see on the road that you drive past, right? It doesn't build loyalty. It doesn't show you any way that they are your person, that they are here to help you. You don't get any of that from it. All you get is, hey, buy my stuff. And that does not build loyalty, you guys. In our business, we don't want to just sell one thing, which is what ads typically do. Ads will typically sell one thing, and then that person will likely never come back to you again, unless you have just completely blown customer experience out of the water, which I have never seen once from an ad. From an ad perspective, you buy something from an ad and then have a fantastic customer experience. They rely on automation. They rely on an ad. They rely on automation. It's totally disconnected. The relationship feels sterile. It does not build loyalty or community or anything like that, which is what people are starving for right now. Okay? So that is what ads do. Number two, what is today's landscape with ads? Like, let's look at some real talk, okay? So the Facebook iOS update that recently happened basically disconnected people's Facebook from their Apple device. So Apple is putting in pretty much like a wall between Facebook and starting to put a wall between other ads, not just Facebook, but putting a wall between Facebook and then their end users, okay? So the ads aren't even getting through. And that's just one thing. So the people that are actually spending money on ads right now are spending 2 to 3 times as much money in order to get the same result. Scary, right? Why do you want to have to spend so much money to be able to procure a customer that likely isn't ever going to buy anything ever again? Listen, there's a concept in marketing and business, and it's called a loss leader, okay? And a loss leader means that you pay a little bit of money for client acquisition because of the lifetime value of that client. Because, you'll pay a little money, $10, $20 per person to bring them in. And then the only reason you'll pay that money to bring them in is because the lifetime value of that customer could be thousands, depending on what your numbers are and that sort of thing. That's business strategy brain. But that's not typically the case with most ads. Your lifetime value of that customer is usually just the first thing they buy. So all you're doing is losing and losing and losing. And this is how people start doing one of these. And then all of a sudden you don't have any money and you can't support the business and you can't keep going because you just keep losing and losing and losing. And either you're not paying attention to the numbers or you're living in a complete optimist world that says, oh, it's going to be okay. Why? Why would it be okay if you didn't change things? You know what I'm saying? So in that world, it's scary. So a lot of people think that ads are going to be their savior. They think, if I could just get some money, if I could just get a loan so I could run some ads, then my stuff would be selling. No, just because you're running ads doesn't mean people are buying your stuff. Okay? You need good copy. There's all sorts of stuff that you need, and then you need a good experience after that. Okay? So ads are not the answer. There are probably hundreds of thousands of people out there that run their own ads agency that want for you to believe nothing more than ads are the answer for your business success. And it's garbage. Okay? Total, complete garbage. Now, the other thing that's wrong with the ads atmosphere right now, you guys, is this. I can't believe I'm talking about all of this at like 6 in the morning. But anyway, the other thing in the atmosphere is this, and it's Google. And it's getting rid of third-party cookies, you guys. You might be like, what in the heck does that mean? Why are they getting rid of my cookies? Well, I'm not talking about your chocolate chip cookies. Those, they don't have the right to get rid of those. But what they're getting rid of is the third-party cookies that follow you around on the internet. You know how you see an ad? You go to a website and then you start seeing that ad for that thing all over everywhere. Well, that's a cookie that's been installed into your browser, and if you don't cache or if you don't flush the cache of your browser, then that cookie stays there forever and ever, amen, and tracks what you do, okay? So that's the whole, why am I seeing this ad? I was just there. This is so weird. It's not weird. It's cookies. And so Google is doing away with those. Well, what does that mean? What does that mean for people's ad budgets? Because cookies are retargeting. It allows a retargeted ad, which then gets a little bit more personal with you because they know where you've been and stuff. And so when Google is doing away with that, ad spend now goes up more. So now it goes up another 2 to 3 times as much as what it already went up because of the Facebook thing. You guys, people are going to go bankrupt. Businesses, small businesses, not the big businesses because they've got money to blow, small businesses, families, small brick and mortar places, mom and pop shops are going to go broke trying to play the ad game. It's going to happen because you can't compete. These big businesses have a ton of budget. But here's the beautiful thing. You shouldn't compete with them anyway. You should do what they can't do. And that's what we're going to talk about here. They can't do what I'm about to teach you. And here's the thing. I know that because I've worked with them. I know they can't do it. All right. Number 3, why are corporations moving away from ads? This is truth. You'll see it. You'll see more corporations moving toward affiliate marketing than spending money on ads. A, because the ad budget thing is going up and they're going to save money where they can. But affiliate marketing is warm marketing and they only pay whenever something is sold. And so it makes perfect sense. And it's basically marketing via a testimonial of sorts, right? Which is what everybody looks for, are reviews and testimonials. So corporations are moving in that direction. Now, they're not moving in the direction that I'm about to teach you because they can't. Again, like I'm telling you right now, they can't do what I'm about to teach you. They do not have the capability. They have gotten too big. They can't do it, okay? So that's like, yeah, let's give it to them, right? Because we can, they can't. They have to spend money. They have to figure out all these solutions. We can just do this simple thing, okay? So number 4, how are you going to build your business without ads? You're going to build a boss community. And you're going to listen to that community. And your life will revolve around how to be able to serve that community better. Okay? Corporations can't do this because there is something that is so strange but true. They cannot get beyond the sort of the disconnect, because a corporation is many people and a personal brand is one. You're talking to my brand, you're talking to me. You know, like it's, yeah, I have people that I work with, but you still have access to me. I'm the one that makes the decisions. I'm the one that says, do this, do that. Like it's me, right? And you can actually ask me questions. So like in HBR, we have a momentum call every week. And I couldn't be on it last night because I had to go get a COVID test because we're traveling. But I'm typically on those. And in Changemakers, I'm typically on those, right? You still have access to me. So what we can do as personal brands, big corporations cannot hold a candle to what we can create. And so what we need to do, you guys, is we need to create communities where we really serve people, where we call in our people and then we serve them. We give them precisely what they need. And sometimes it's going to be paid for services. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's straight up, let me give you this thing. So like if you check out my group, the link is in the description of this video. If you check out my group, I've got free tutorials, free trainings about all sorts of stuff, digital marketing, growing your online business. It's free stuff in there. And then there's also opportunities to go down rabbit holes if you really want to be able to learn more about a subject. Like here's one. So, is that it? Yeah. So I have HBR. It's home-based revolution. We created that. My husband and I created that whenever this whole thing started, you know, this last year and a half. Whenever this whole thing started, we saw people losing their jobs. And we saw families really getting into some tight squeezes. And we looked at each other one day and we were like, we have to teach people to do what we've done. Because we make a lot of money every month. We work 5 to 10 hours a week. It's multiple income streams. Any one basket drops, who cares? Social media goes out for a day, who gives a rip? We're fine. We've got our system. We've got our machine set up. So HBR is that machine. Home-based revolution is that machine. It's where I show you literally what we do in our own business, and you can make it yours. It's not that you become my business. It's you take it and you add your flavor to it. And it's your business and you're serving your people. And all of that is figured out in HBR. Just a quick heads up, it goes up to 10K here pretty soon. It's $14.97 right now. So if you want to jump in, I would not blame you. Just go to Livin the Dream with Martha. It's my Facebook business page. Message me the words, let's do this, rainbows and unicorns, whatever you want. And then we'll get you all taken care of. Let me see what you guys are saying. I can't believe there are so many of you on here right now this early in the morning. Let's see. Martisha, good morning. Finally catching you live. Hey, hey. Paige, yes, affiliate marketing and brand ambassadors is huge right now. It's like the way to go. It's 100% the way to go. Good morning, Martha. You look stunning with your long hair. Aw, shucks. Thank you. Nancy, good morning, Martha. Big business always wants to get rid of small businesses. They forget that they need us. There it is. Well, and the thing is we don't need them. I'm sort of like this warrior in this space. We don't need them. I can show you how to crush it without even leaning on them. It's unnecessary. Jill, up early and Facebook actually notified me. Boom. Nice. Rookie, good morning on this lovely morning. Hey there. Emily, good morning, early bird. Jill, hey, hey, good morning. Amanda, good morning. This is a great time for me and wonderful start to the day. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, you guys. Well, I'm going to pop out of here. We're jumping on the plane here pretty soon. So I love you guys. I will see you later.